welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ella. Thank you for visiting my channel today. So guys, if you hear any background noise, it's raining and I just decided to film this video regardless because we are ready, and as you can tell from the title, we'll be talking about why I'm not married. wait, disclaimer, I'm not a relationship expert. I'm currently single at the moment, so you guys just cut me some slack. Don't take anything I'm going to say seriously. Basically, just take it with a pinch of salt. And I'm going to be talking about why I'm not married, why you're not married, why we're just single unmarried girls or guys, I guess. So basically what triggered this video was a conversation I was having in a group chat. My church, like sisters in my church, single sisters in my church, we have this group chat, group platform on WhatsApp. So we're just talking. I think someone asked a question. She asked, she was like, I can't really remember exactly how she asked it, but basically what she was trying to say was why some sort of girls, for lack of a better word, I'll use immoral girls, kind of get the man of their dreams, or a good man in quotes, and why some Christian or some very good in quotes girls, they end up with the trash man, or basically they're just not married. So I'm not really going to answer that question, but I feel like the reasons why I'm not married probably state some reasons why that happened. Let's just get right into this video. So yeah, the first reason why you're not married is because basically these reasons I'm going to give, it's in no particular order. I'm just going to state it like that, just the way I wrote it down. So bear with me, and I'll be looking down as well because I haven't written down. Number one, you have very unrealistic standards. And yeah, like that's just the truth. I know that growing up as girls, when we're children, we used to have like a long list. That list would probably say, I want a rich billionaire husband, I want a tall, dark, handsome man, or just some, you know what the list used to look like, and obviously like when we grew up, that list evolved as well. Well, as for me, there's nothing like tall, dark, and handsome in my list anyways. I really don't care, but that was what it was. And I feel like when you eventually grow, you now learn things that are more important. Yeah, so basically I obviously, like, attraction is important, yes, I get that, but there are just some things that are very less important. I feel like when you're getting older, you have to start thinking of things like maybe whether he's compassionate or not, or his ambition, or things like his faith, his outlook on life, stuff like that are more important in my opinion. Whether he's kind, what his heart is like, and stuff like that. So yeah, you just probably, like I said, you just have very unrealistic standards, and you're looking for a perfect guy when there is no perfect person. And I feel like you also have to try to work on yourself and be the kind of woman that your guy would want. The perfect guy you're looking for, in quotes, would probably be looking for. So if you're not that person, sorry, the good person you're looking for will find you. And yeah, like basically I'm just trying to say that good people are just not perfect people. The second reason why you're not married is because you have no standards. I know that's kind of like an oxymoron because I said you have unrealistic standards, and now I'm saying you have no standards. Basically, I'm going to give you an example. Say for instance, your ex was I don't know, just a rubbish person, was just, let's just say, a douchebag or whatever he was, and you're moving on to something else. Instead of you to move on to something that's better or something that's different, you basically, you should know what you want from. You should learn your lessons, and from your experience with your ex, you should aim for better or a better behavior. You're just going from one rubbish to another rubbish to another rubbish. Basically, you have no standards. So I feel like sometimes it's okay to just be single. It's okay to, especially after a breakup or whatever, it's okay to give yourself time to like recoup, time to assess things, time to see where you were at fault, time to grow as a person. Your single days are not days to just, I don't know, they're not exactly like the worst days, or they're not the worst basically. I feel like when you're single, that's a time to like learn more about yourself, know what you like, know what you want out of life, out of your life, what you want in your partner, what you don't want, even if you don't exactly know what you want, but at least you know what you don't want, basically, like from your experiences and stuff like that. Like being single is not, it's not a death sentence, or it's not a bad thing necessarily. And to be honest, being single is not even, it's not loneliness in my opinion, because I know that there's some people in relationships, there's some people in marriages that are lonely. So girl, boy, yeah, just get your act together. That's all I can say. Number 3 reason why you're not married is because you're selfish. Yes, I said it. You're selfish. I'm selfish. We are selfish. It's a selfish world, and that's just what it is, basically. And sometimes, I know that there are some married people that are selfish, but the truth is, sometimes it's okay to be selfish. You know, selfish is not always a bad thing, to be fair. I feel like I like to tell people, like my friends, or just anyone who gets to listen, that your 20s are like your very selfish years. So that's the time when you have to, like, you know, do what works for you. If you want to travel the whole world, if you want to switch careers and see what's perfect for you, if you want to start up different businesses and, for instance, fail and, you know, do something else, you know, it's just time for you to like really, you know learn about yourself and what you like. And then when you're ready to like accommodate somebody, you can now, you know, try to share that love. And if the truth is, I know that there's some married people that are very selfish, and to be honest, when you're in a relationship, it's only will I say necessary that you become less selfish, because a relationship is more of, I'm thinking of you, you're thinking of me, we're thinking of each other. Do you get? And I know that, to be honest, I can't really tell you the extent at which you have to be selfish in your relationship or less selfish, because that's for you to decide. I mean, as a married person, there are some decisions you have to make for yourself, by yourself alone, and there are some decisions that obviously you must make with your partner, or if you're in a relationship, you know, and that's fine. But as a single person, you probably don't know how to share your space, you don't know how to share your time, you don't know how to be considerate, or you don't know how to, you know, you just think of the next person basically, and probably the person you're dating at the time or you're in a relationship with is just looking at you and like, this girl is not considerate, so I'm not going to, or this guy is not very considerate, or he doesn't think of me, so I'm not going to get married to him just yet, or never even. Do you get? So just watch it. You're probably very selfish, that's why you're not married. And number four guys, you're in a hurry. Yes, I said it. I know you're looking to get married and you're in a hurry. Yes, it will get you married, to be fair, to be very honest. It will not get you married. The thing with marriage is not like there's no straight road to marriage, basically. Marriage is not like getting a dream job or a dream career, landing that degree or whatever, that you know that after 4 years of studying the LLB at university, you will definitely come out with a law degree. Marriage is not like that. You can date somebody for 10 years, you won't even see marriage. You can date somebody for 1 year, it will happen. 2 months, it will happen. So I feel like things like that, you take your time. You know, you can obviously like put yourself out there, you know, be actively dating and stuff like that. If it's not working, it's okay to just sit back and chill. Like, it's really never that deep, guys. You're not appreciating what's before you. Basically, you're not being appreciative of what's before you. And this is for both singles, people that are dating, people that are not married yet but are in relationships, and blah blah blah. So I know that, you know, sometimes things that we want don't always work out the way we want them. So you may probably have been dating a guy for a very long time and you wanted that big break. You are seeing your friends, oh Jesus, they are all traveling the world with their guys and they are doing all that. They are getting, you know, first class tickets. Ooh, they are getting designers this, designers that. That's good too, but the truth is, I feel like you're dating someone for a reason. I want to imagine that there was something that attracted you, something that interested you, you know, something that made you pick interest in that person and to say yes to that person. You probably saw something great, You know, why don't you just appreciate what you have? Because nobody's perfect. That one that's flying up and down, they have their own, you know, they've got their own stuff going on too. You know, no one's relationship is perfect, you know. And I mean, as long as you know that the person you're dating is not a douchebag, he's not somebody that has a bad head. You know, it's someone that you're seeing progress, you're seeing ambition. I mean, different people have their breaks at different points. Some people have their breaks at 40, 50, some people at 60. In the first place, you should love someone for who they really, like who they are, like for themselves, and not just what they have around them, you know, the flashiness and all that. So you should love their soul, basically. Number 6, the reason why you're not married or I'm not married, it's just not your time yet. It's not just your time yet, and there's time for everything. Let me tell you the truth. I think when I was calculating, I found out that my current age was when my mom had me as a child, and she was obviously already married. I'm the 3rd child in my family. Oh, Jesus. I don't even have a man. Oh, Lord. But anyways, yeah, like, not everybody will get married at the age of 25. Not everybody get married at the age of 18. Not everybody will get married at the age of 50. You know. In my family, for instance, we have some women that got married very early, some women that got married late. You know, no shade to my aunties though, but but that's just it. Everyone's time is different. So maybe, honey, it's just not your time yet. I know you're doing all the right things. I know you're paying as fuck. I know you're so fine. You're such a cat, just like me. Well, it's just not working out. I'm so sorry. Don't worry. The time is coming for you. The Lord has heard your prayers, and in due time, He's gonna come with that ring, baby. You're not ready, or you're just not settled. I know that there are some things that you cannot really be ready for, but there are just things you have to put in place before, obviously, you have to start looking at marriage. I mean, before you start thinking of marriage, you have to have a plan. I feel like generally people like to have, you know, a financial plan. People like to have, you know, they like to have maybe a house, whether or not it's rented, purchased, or mortgage. They just like to have something to, I mean, before you start bringing in somebody as a spouse or as a partner, you have to have something, you and the person, just not yourself only, you and the person have to have some plan as to finance, as to, you know, job, because we cannot be hungry, you know, and just, it could be anything. I don't know, it could just be anything. So that's probably the reason why you're not married, because you're not ready, you're not settled. You're traveling to, your job is taking you to Gambia. From Gambia, you meet somebody in Gambia, you fall in love. The next thing, your job is taking you to Zimbabwe, and obviously you can't be with the person because you're in Gambia. The person is in Gambia and you're going to Zimbabwe, and the person can't just up and live with you. The next minute, you're in Nigeria, you're just up and bounce. But each reason why you're not married is because you're living in the past, and this is kind of sensitive. Yeah, it could be that you've probably gone through so much hurt, so you can't move on. You feel like every other guy, all guys are the same, all girls are the same, everybody's coming out here, so stuff like that. Or it could be that, you know, you're comparing too much. Maybe your ex was quite great, was a great person, and for some reason you guys didn't end up married. So you feel like the next thing that comes to your life, oh, my ex didn't do that. Oh, my ex used to wake me up at 6 a.m. and you are sleeping till 9. Oh, my girlfriend used to cook for me. You can't even cook Indomie and stuff like that. So basically, you're living in the past. Your partner is probably looking at you and like, nah, it's not gonna work. Number 9 reason why you're not married is because you're not willing to take the plunge, aka kiss frogs. I know that you're probably wondering, I mean, if I'm looking for the right guy, why don't I just wait and see and see and see? The truth is, sometimes life is about risk. Love is about risk. Relationships are risk. So sometimes you just need experiences, or you just need heartbreaks, basically. I know that is harsh, you know, but you just need heartbreaks to like learn, you know, to learn about, like I said earlier, the kind of guy you want and the kind of guy you don't want, the kind of things you want for yourself, even to learn about yourself, because sometimes some kind of experiences we have shape who we are or show us things about us that we never knew that existed. Do you get? So you need experience, you don't know who you will jam now. This is gonna be the one for you. You know, I'm not saying that you just go date or get involved with any Tom, Dick and Harry. Obviously, before you date someone, they have to have certain unique factors. Do you get what I mean? Anyway, so you get the gist. So number 10 reason why I'm just gonna say that you're not married is because marriage is not for you. That's harsh, that's unreal. You don't believe it because you want marriage for yourself. Unfortunately, it's not your destiny. Fate has said, the universe has said, God has said that marriage is just not for you. It's not for everybody. So I mean, if you've tried and nothing's working out, I feel like just take it as what it is, because it is what it is. Anyway, guys, so that sums up my video today. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I have lots of amazing stuff coming your way very soon. And yeah, like this video as well. Share this video to all of our single people who are looking for marriage, who want to answer the Mr. Somebody or Mrs. Somebody. Anyway, guys, yes, I'll see you in my next video, and bye.